Hi, welcome to my first ever How to Play Minecraft. Well, it's not my first. I skipped over the very beginning steps, though. Previously, I've only shown how to get started in, for example, industrial craft after you've already acquired all of the resources that you want to collect. Actually, I like this tree right here. I'm operating on my own server right now, but I'm treating this as if it were a single-player world otherwise. I am also testing out a few new recording techniques, so I apologize in advance if anything doesn't quite live up to what I'm hoping it will do. Maybe I should not have started with this particular tree. Though it does have the advantage of the vines too high up for me to use. Drop any saplings? How much tree is this? Perfect, it's a normal tree sapling. There we go, that should be sufficient. Excellent, that's what I was looking for, some jungle. Fabulous. Now, what I'm actually looking for in the swamp is... there's one right in front of me. An IC2 rubberwood tree, but I don't have any of the tools that I need in order to take advantage of the sap hole as it is. So instead, what I'm looking for is to collect the actual saplings, of which this one dropped none. There's a nice stand remover here. Now, the reason that I'm leaving these intact is someone else could want to settle in this area later and take advantage of the remaining trees. What I really need is the sap from the sapple that I can use at a later time if I grow the tree. 2 of these is not quite enough to get started. I would prefer to have more like 3 or even 4 saplings. There's a third one there. looks like 3 it is. Okay, I've got a sufficient quantity of wood. I've got a wheat seed, that's not quite enough. I don't have a crafting table. Maybe I should go ahead and get more wood. This tree would be okay. While it's coming down, I could acquire some sand. Yes, I think I will do that. Wow, that occupancy thing has a very strange effect. So sand will actually be quite important for me. Difficult to obtain initially. Almost as difficult to obtain as clay. Well, not quite. There are tools for getting sand later. Clay. Nothing so fancy. As you can see, it's quite slow gathering things underwater, which is why you should not do that. You should break it from above the surface like this, and also take advantage of the vanilla mechanics of it filling in areas on a 2x2 basis. Oops, controls got stuck. If you find yourself moving in a direction counterintuitively, you should just press in that direction, which will cause the key to reset as it registers the button coming back up. Good. Oops. I also have not enough items in recipe-only mode, so you don't have to worry about that. It's quite obvious that I'm not able to cheat items through it easily. Other thing is that I've currently got a mini-map up. Oh, nice. Eggs are nice, thank you. Do not want caves. This place has plenty of time to spawn mobs in them. It's had daylight the entire rest of the time, but it's had more than a day or so of simulation time while I was busy setting up this recording process. And also figuring out about where I wanted to set up my fields. Speaking of that, it's getting close to nighttime now, so I should return to my notes and figure out where I want to be. Let's see. 384 was the upper end. So yeah, this chunk right here is a view of the area that will later be... Oh, pumpkins. I definitely want some pumpkins. Forgot those were on this map. So I'm setting up my server here in such a way that there will be a central community area for building, and Mystcraft books will allow you to link out to far-flung areas, and in those far-off areas you can mine and collect resources and stuff, whereas within this area just your own personal 3x3 chunks will be there. Let's see, 48 away from that. Not going to have much of a choice soon. I'll just head for the lower bound. Here's the lower bound. Oh my. Okay, got to get the gravity block out. There we go. Now it's going to be a little bit dark here for a moment, because first I need to make a crafting table. Actually, that's next to me. I can barely see it in low light. And I need to make my first tool. Oops. It's been so long since I've done this recipe, I actually forgot it. And that, of course, is the only wooden tool I will ever make. A wooden pickaxe. Which is not enough to get just about any material except stone. And certain ores from other mines. It's not enough to get iron. It will just break the iron block. It's actually extremely lucky that I landed on iron right when I started. While I have played this world before, I was at a completely different level when I was in this area on it. So I'm not at all familiar. Oh, yes, I have. There is my crafting table. There is my first furnace. And let's set that over here. And I will put inside of it 3 of those and 2 of those. Now I can see what I'm doing. So I'm also taking advantage of the fact that mobs won't spawn within a certain area of the player. Offhand, I believe it's something like 24 to 32 meters away, and a meter is a block, of course, which these blocks is a meter. So even though it got dark in here, I'm actually in no danger right now. But I will put up some torches just so that it's a lot easier. Just so that it's a lot easier to see what I'm actually doing on this. Up there are the mobs. There's just a thin layer obscuring them from me by sight and not actually being able to dig through it since they aren't quite that intelligent yet. If zombies could dig, as you can hear, if you can't hear, I'm not sure if it's recording that. If zombies could dig, then I would be in trouble. Thankfully they can't. You'll have to build your house within a day. If they could dig, I would be using a vastly different strategy. There we go. Broke it. Huh. Interesting. I've never looked beneath the crafting table before. Okay, spawning my first tool. 2 tools out of stone. I'll be making a lot of those. Not so many shovels, but a lot of the others. And stone is good enough to get me the iron. Which is good. There's a spider up there, wonderful. Oh, while I'm down here, got that. Let me show you something interesting. This is from the Industrial Craft 2 mod. Scaffolding. That's right. 3 planks and 3 sticks give you 16 box ladders. Ladders you can stack up from any stable base, you can climb on, and they don't have to be attached to anything else, though they do have to have something beneath them. I'm not really paying that much attention to the chunk boundaries at the moment. moment, although you can see my next one right here. Was it 240 plus 48? Yeah, so apparently I own the next chunk. Which way is this? Oh, that's actually just slightly beyond where I want it to be. Where is it? Yeah, that's slightly beyond where I want it to be. Oh well. Got confused by the map orientation. I can actually adjust my numbers accordingly since I haven't published them anywhere yet. Just sort of expanding this area out a little bit. Also not quite sure if it's daytime or not. What I would like to do anything happening over there in that lake. Don't like digging towards it either. I could flood myself out. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's still night up there. If anything did jump into this hole, it couldn't come in here. But now I can sort of see the sky up there. There's a very narrow window in which I could be shot by a skeleton or something. Well, since they're splashing around crap out there, I guess I better craft my first sword. And I should probably craft my first chest, since I don't want to lose any of this stuff. Speaking of, first experience points. Thank you very much for that. I don't know why it dropped into the hole. You're supposed to avoid that, maybe. You don't mind jumping off of a 3 high. Down here. Try to get a bit more. This is the way I should do it. Those spiders are getting super annoying. Whoa! Yeah! a creeper is definitely 100% up there on my list of things to do. Not. So you can place one down and then left click to stack it up. And these spiders, but remember that I am their enemy on the night. And I'd like for you to come around and see me. Here for that one. Spawn. After. So there's the life-giving water that I want. There's a bunch of other cool stuff out there, but let me make an axe. Another way of fixing the key stick issue is to hit escape. Ah, creep. Let's not go over that way. Woefully inadequate to deal with those guys right now. Just left with me some more wood, please. Really? Ugh, unnecessary too. Well, that was good. My jumping seems to have saved me from the brunt of the explosion, and my health repaired me from the rest of the damage. Probably the jungle underbrush also helped. That was exceptionally disconcerting. some people like this jungle wood for its decorative properties. They're probably right. I haven't used it before, though. Plant some of these guys over here so I can harvest them in a more controlled manner. Here. That should provide enough light for both of them, while also there's no point in staying on the surface anymore. Actually, I'm going to need to cook. I'll do that tomorrow. But what I am going to do I'll only cook one of them. Okay, you go there. Torches. Deposit. Yeah, you're fine. My little nightmare window is active. Okay, this over here is red power 2 copper, and this over here is forestry copper. On my server, I think if you enable a mod, you should have that mod's resources. Since I have IC2, red power 2, sorry, those were red power 2 ores, and forestry ores. So that's a red power 2 ore, this is a forestry ore. I don't like that being exposed. I'm just going to throw it in. Okay. Not quite what I wanted. You know what? Oh, now that's great. That noise means that the skeletons and stuff that you pass are burning up. That's awesome. Oh, Nice, it shows the lit up areas on the surface. I like this plugin. So what I'm going to be doing here is effectively branch mining my own chunks to start off with. Because the way I'm approaching it this time is not actually to establish an underground grow area. Be a complete coward about that. I'm going to try doing things in more normal ways. This is a more normal walkthrough. Although I won't be torching everything up as liberally as I usually do, so I need more wood. I don't care about that one. Yeah, I know. You can just drop off of that. It's not tall enough to worry about, but at the same time, it's a good idea. It's properly. Deal with that. Okay, let's dig sideways here. Well, there is a good reason. I built a shovel. There's also a good reason. Most these tunnels are going to be too high, specifically to prevent internet issues. Because I'm not ready to face them yet. Most brilliant tunnel ever. It's anything down, not even coal. Should not have such a high dirt. As long as if I'm too hard, I think that's enough luck. Cursed, I'm actually going to leave the area that I was before. Yeah, there it is. That scared the bloody crap out of me. Remember how I said I was going to make it so that the area was not high enough to support an Enderman? That may have just saved me. Or there may be one waiting for me back in my base. Yay! There's the iron I was looking for. by the way, on most servers, the ore follows a not truly random distribution. So if you look for the patterns, you will eventually see where it occurs in most cases. Though some mods may use different placement algorithms. Wow, that enemy is really trying. It's a poor thing I haven't mined low enough to get any RP2 rubies or gemstones anytime yet. I prefer ruby swords though, since I tend to get most of the rubies. I want to keep a good distribution of the other materials for other metal mod. One prominent example being emeralds. Emeralds are already worth a special function to make a sonic screwdriver out. Well, those electricity battery. Just placing torches. Don't want to deal with that right now. Somewhere along here, about here, there it is. Swords out. Gentlemen, walk slowly. Check around. Proceed up the ladder. Okay. Let's use that one. We'll try that one. But this is looking too dark. Just a minute. And then it could pop into there. Would not want that back. Fine. Okay. Now, in actuality, I'm only going to cook 6 of these. Already. And so, first things first. Set. Yeah, that buttons these things. Okay, the way the furnaces work is that they are slow, but slightly smart. So if I click that there, it will use whatever's necessary to finish up that. This, as the chip cleaner, I can later or yep. And there are 2 things I'm looking for here. Thing number 1 is a bucket, and yes, I could use tin for that. But it's gravel, cobble, copper, and tin. You should look at it first. So, tin bucket. You may be asking yourself, why not grab shears? Shears are also useful. Okay, it's daylight. Turning around. Some slight valuables, but massive valuable. You know what? I would rather carry around a dang spider eyeball than that stuff. Yeah, everything else in the way. Oh, the other thing? Oh, God! That's not so good. Well, I will recover. There's the water that I... Hatch. Fire. Forgot I should bleep that out later. Well, that's a quick reel. And this is what's called a chunk loading machine. See, there's a type of ravine of some kind beneath me. Bumping into the wall too hard here. Ooh, too hard. It's like, you can't breathe there. Yeah. So you can take advantage of these. It's a legitimate mechanic to failure to see where there's useful stuff. Like that right there is a red power 2 ruby. Down. That's another ruby. Some skeleton rot. That might be appetite. Some useful stuff. Anyway. Really both up. I guess I will be avoiding the gigantic hole on the map to log back off of that view. This just barely misses it. This way we go. It's a different perspective. So there's the other side. The chunk is missing. I find that. Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate. Okay, so this area, as you can see, is very secure. I should dig deeper. The best place to do that is actually right here. Though I'm not going to. First, actually very, very it's a lot easier to dig out this stuff because of this shovel that I otherwise make cheese out of. And the other thing is I prefer to do this on chunks. Stop. Creepy noises start. That's just okay. So let's put that one there. Oh, that's also the area bit. Lighting's good. There. So if it's still daytime, is then what I would like to do is pull up, deploy, scan. No, creeper. Wood. Tree. Tree doesn't drop anything if you don't have, doesn't affect the drop at all if you use something that isn't a sword to damage it. It just changes the rate at which you get the block to break. Since they hit anyway, and I don't need the sword, this is actually pretty good, especially in small scale like this. Okay, not much, but better than nothing. All the dirt, all the seeds I can. There. Okay. So, what I'm doing right here, I swear is not boring. And I know that this is not the most efficient way of doing it. And that I'm also missing farm movement. I'll fix the other problems shortly. Ah! Water source. One hole. Two more of these. And the other way of making an axe. Why an axe and not something else? Because by the time I get a replacement for it, I will have gone through that. Shovel, don't use nearly as often. Ah, yes. There is one other thing I want to do. Not a vanilla mechanic, but the other reason I grabbed a pumpkin. And for that matter, I need possibly 2 of those. No, its stick should be enough. Crop sticks. I don't need that many, at least. And lightning would be lightning only, but there we go. So there are 3 types of crops that I will be planting. Seeds, which give me wheat. Flax seeds, which give me other stuff. And pumpkin seeds. Now, the flax seeds will only grow in the fully watered areas. And over here along this wall, I think is where I'm going to put my IC2 crops. Like that. And I'll make you. It's not watered enough yet. What the heck? Flaxseed, flaxseed, flaxseed. did take it. It doesn't look like it took it, but it did. That one definitely took it too. Certainly hope that one took it. Fine. No, I don't want to go across that pumpkin. That's... well, it's not completely simple, but it probably will give me the results I'm looking for. It's like the night outside, too. Oh, yeah. Okay, since that's a glitch, I'm going to give myself one of those. That's right, 295. Just one. Destroyed the other one. Hogging the most recent version. We require more light or something? They require more light. That's great and easy if I don't have enough light. Thank you so very much for telling me. Should have planned that one first, and it would have been an issue. Okay, now that I've got some food growing, it's time to continue mining. Actually, no. It's not yet time to continue mining, because I'm out of torches. Very intelligent of me to be out of torches and keep mining. What? How does that work? Are you there or not there? Oh, you're trying to get there. Yeah. Wow, they all freaking came into here. Okay, gathered resources. See, they weren't needed after all. I did do it fast enough. Those. Put up anything. Oh, sure, I can make the other thing I need. going to need one of those. I think I could have made a bronze one too, but I'm sure that that's what maybe I did something. This is going to be a lot more boring than I thought it was going to be. Maybe I'll just wait for those to finish. Was the key for this thing? Oh, logically enough. Yeah, right on the trunk bound. Okay, this is not going quite as well as I had hoped for the first day. Very slowly. Should probably get that one a tiny bit more light. Yeah. Oh, good, it is day. Is there anything important I have? Those. Okay. That usefully drew you directly into a position. Do that. Ah! Angles. Don't need to kill the sheep. I've got other methods of getting wool. Gods, I hate those creepers. Oh, I want to take the sheep's life. I want the heroes. Remember, kids, don't eat raw chicken. Cook it first. Is that giving enough to regenerate health? too. There's basically current day also. Oh, that can be virtually destroyed. It's kind of move tree farmers. There's also like a normal growth inside the cave. Taking that out also typically gives me enough of the resources up here. They don't need it. Iron or mining deep. That's good enough. Okay. Let's go on to the main machine. You are as annoying as one. Let's put it in. Yeah. Make sure you channel right. Okay, there's that. And it's been nice to outside. And yes, I am poisoned. Let's get that stuff going. Can't put a torch over there. Can't put in there. And its effect wears off. Really. Those will be very important later for Mystcraft, but as you can see from my current status, I don't have nearly enough resources to even think about doing that right now. Just do that little trick there. Make up as many torches as I can hold. Should make a chest. And I definitely need to make more scaffolding before I continue. Not sure I want to sacrifice the jungle wood for that. Ah! Yes. So it's 4 and 4. So there's something else you can do. And I don't remember offhand which way it was. That is the least efficient way of making fog earth that you can possibly do. But it works. And you may be asking yourself, what is fog earth? Well, Forestry added a type of material that you can, for lack of a better term, grow. Fermenting better. Fermenting it in the ground. And the way that it works. Yeah, that'll work. So let's see. Don't care about that part in the back. In fact, that's what I put my torch. So this stuff here, right now, is very useful. But later, when they've all turned black, I will remove the water and pick that all up, and they will additionally drop another item for me. Peat, which can be burned in place of coal in any normal furnace, and can also be used in peat-fired engines. Peat-fired engines produce Buildcraft energy, more or less. Trees before I can get down there. Don't really have any choice anymore. Still daylight outside for some small duration of time. While it is, seeds are good. Let us improve a little bit this design. It's too far away by then. You can see why people kill their sheep now. Very difficult to tell if the creeper's approaching or not. Okay, time to get back into ground. Now, what can I make with these logs? Yeah, actually, that's just enough to start. Okay, I'm just going to put all that stuff up there. Take a little cobble with me. And I should grab my iron pickaxe too. This is how you safely mine directly down. And resources like this are precisely why. Brought along some of that. That is forestry tin. It likes using tin for a lot of important things. This is some nice decorative red power 2 marble. Might be useful later for some other things. I'm right at the edge of my thing, so I'm not going to mine behind me. just going to keep mining down. It's nice and bright. Love that marble. As long as I see a safe block that I would land on, I can keep digging straight down with relative impunity. There are some notable exceptions, like if I happen to land on a lava block or something. But I don't believe this map actually allows that to happen. I'm at 32. My head is at 32. There we go. Get some more copper. Oh, yes, this is the Industrial Craft 2 copper. Since I got an achievement for it. It's not even particularly paying attention to that. Maybe intermingled with some red power 2. Let's see. No, that's Industrial Craft 2 tin as well. Very nice little set I ran into here. I'm not going to mine that since it's one behind me. Now, you may be wondering, this... Ooh. Yeah. It's great to know that that's there. Not so great to actually be there. If I had armor or something, I might explore that ravine. It would be a great way of getting some resources quickly. I don't, and I'm not going to. Back to going down. Ah, gold. Excellent. This. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going. Yeah, it's in what it's supposed to be. Second deep. So that ooh, nice view. I think I hear something coming for me, but it's not going to get me. I'm just going to drop another torch here. One. This level. Actually, don't get that ore. It's going to really see that. It's my ladder. Mining right here wasn't such a good idea. Oh well. Here, a bunch of stuff after this. Turning around with some waterfall trying to catch me. Yeah, if that one had bobbled behind it, that's about the only time it can see me. Wow, is that one? Ooh, lava. See? Extra block. Saved me. Aw, now that's a beautiful little gift. That's worth nearly falling into the lava for. It's nice to know that there's some gold over there. It's also great to know that. Oh, lava. Not. lava there? Actually, it is great to know that stuff. Diamond. Oh yes. Oh yes. Diamonds are a wonderful resource to get this early. So tempting to use them on diamonds. Anyway, as you can see, I'm down here around 9 or 10. I lit up the area. And I'm going to use that trick. Sand a ladder. Let's way back through all these other areas that I mined out. Lit up. Lead me back to salvation. And yeah, that did fill it out. There we go. Actually, I'm going to mine out this set of blocks right here as well. Because the ladder keeps you inset about about a 16th of a block, and that will allow me to easily mount and dismount it safely. Let's see. No, you're not quite ripe yet. Well, diamonds. What a wonderful thing to get in the first posted video. Since it's getting kind of long, I think I should put my ores away and wrap up for next time. Did not need to eat the zombie flesh this time. And hopefully I will have some suitable things to eat next time so that I don't need to eat the zombie flesh again. See you soon.